Okay, time for the first segment of the professional loan presentation. And they're all important, but as in anything, the first impression is a big deal. So I call it the triangle for trust. I've heard other people say edifying the referral source. And there's really two big parts to this part of the presentation. And the first one is when they first sit down and they're coming back to your office, never ask them, did you find us okay? Because if they didn't, it starts the meeting off with a negative, which means your office is hard to find or your directions weren't that good. So don't ask them anything that doesn't only have a positive answer. That's like sales 101. So you bring them back to your office, you have them sit down, and first of all, when they first got here, they should have had their name on a welcome board. So they walk into the office, they're greeted by the receptionist, their name is on a welcome board, they're asked to sit down, they're asked to fill out an all about you form, which has some questions for them about them personally for you to use later in your marketing. You can get the all about you form from Mark Graham and his awesome marketing department. They will take great care of you on that. It's a super important way to start the day. Now you bring them back to your office and you sit them down. The first question you have is, how do you know Mr. or Mrs. Realtor? And then shut up and let them pause and think about it and talk first. It's a big point to let them start talking. And then they're going to tell you what they know about them or how they met them. I'm going to give you the 3 most common responses that I get. Number 1 is, I don't really know them. I called on a sign and they called me back. Here's how you handle that one. Oh my gosh, you're so lucky. I've known Tom for 12 years. He's one of my very favorite realtors, and I'll tell you why. He really, really cares about the realtors, and he's one of the best I know at determining values in the market. He's been working in this area for the entire 12 years he's been in business, and he's one of the very best I know. You are super lucky to be working with Tom. Now, the reason that you say that is 2 reasons. Number 1, it's got to be true. Don't make that stuff up. Make sure you know what your realtor is good at so it's consistent and it's real. Do that. Make sure you know what your realtors are all about. In fact, on our team, we have our list of our realtors and a small blurb about what they do well so we can all edify or triangle for trust what they're good at. So we got to do that, number 1. The number 2, the second reason that you do that is people are really nervous about the decision they make when choosing a realtor. They're about to buy a house. It's really expensive. The sales price alone freaks them out. They've got so many choices when it comes to realtors. They've been referred by this mom, that dad, their brother, their sister. They're on the line pointing and clicking, and they're not sure what decision to make. They finally take a chance, and what they're looking for is someone to tell them that they made a good decision. And when you do that, you're going to close the triangle for trust. They're going to give you a chance because of what you just said. It works like this. Todd and I are good friends. And he had a karate coach, I remember when we first started hanging out. And his karate coach came down to visit us. And I didn't know this guy from Adam, and he was super intense guy. And my first reaction was to kind of pull back from him. But because Todd and he were friends, and Todd and I were friends, I knew I should give him more of a chance. And I did, and he turned out to be a really cool guy. That's the simple, basic triangle for trust. You will give people a bigger chance to win your relationship with you if they already have a relationship with someone you trust. So you really have to spend some time doing that. The second part of triangle for trust is right after you've done that, you ask them, what did they say about me? So when someone's going to refer you, they're going to tell the person a reason why. Now, hopefully your referral partners know what you're good at. If they don't, it's time to tell them so that they know how to refer you. Tell them 1 or 2 things you're really good at so that the people who come in and talk to you will tell you what you're good at. And then you look them in the eye and you acknowledge it and you thank them for it. And then you promise them that you will do exactly that for them. So what I'm really good at is explaining the loan process, holding hands, and if I say it's a loan every single time. I will not say it's a loan unless I'm positive. So if I tell you I can do a loan, it is going to close. And that's what I tell my referral partners. So when the clients come in and sit in front of me, they say, well, Tom said you were the best, and if you said it was a loan, it was a loan. And I go, you know what? You're right, because if I don't know for sure, I won't tell you it's a loan. I make you that promise. And when they hear that, you're going to see this in them. Their shoulders are going to go, and they're going to relax. And now the relationship can continue. So remember those 2 steps to the triangle for trust. Make sure their name's on the board, first of all. Then make sure you ask them about the referral partner and you edify them. Then make sure you ask them what they said about you and repeat it back to them that you promised to do exactly that for them. It's super simple. It's super basic. Never skip it.